Today we're going to show you our new coop ventilation, how Dan made a repurposed feeder for our chickens, and also putting our lights on a timer so that our hens will keep laying over the winter. Stick around.
This is our new and improved ventilation system. You can see we've got approximately, well, not quite 8 feet on this side, and a little less than 8 feet on that side, and approximately 9 inches tall. The length of the usable space inside, and I created the closable cover, which will serve two purposes. With it open like it is, it'll keep rain from coming in, and if we get a blowing snow that might blow snow inwards, we can close it. So on this side, if you'll notice, I've got two J hooks. One is for the open position and the other one is for the closed position. So if we get a blowing snow, all we have to do is pull this in here like this and latch it, and it's good to keep the snow from blowing in.
That is great. And so the other modifications that you made?
Well, of course, we shortened the roost bars so that the chickens that are on the top roost are not getting a draft when we are utilizing that. It shouldn't be a draft because of the way we've got that. It should just be fresh air going in and out. We've got considerable more room here now. We like that. Okay, so if you'll look here, you can see where my power line comes in, and I've got it branched off to two power strips, and all we have to do to turn the lights on in here is just push the buttons, and we've got power to the lights. If we want other things on the power cords, we can put them on, and just a matter of shutting them off. I've got the fan hooked up on the center power strip here so that that's separate in case we want the fan on. Because we're in the beginning of fall and shorter hours, we decided to use a timer on this light so that we can have some artificial light to extend the amount of hours of light that they have. I think it's recommended 12 hours of light, and so as it is right now, we don't have 12 hours of light, so we're going to supplement.
Yeah, they're gonna come on at 5:30 in the morning and shut themselves off at 8:30, and when it starts getting real short days, like when the sun is setting at 5 o'clock, we should still be getting between that 10 and 12 hours of light.
So I was thinking about repurposing, and I was at an auction some months back, and I saw this windshield wiper blade depository. It had a framework and wheels and everything, and instantly when I saw it, I thought feeder. And so I picked it up. I think I paid $3 or $5 or something of that nature for it, not very much, and decided to plug up the holes that were in the bottom and the back of it, and I put in a baffle, which if you'll look inside here you can see the baffle, and it's angled so that the feed falls down towards the back of the feeder, and it's got this nice already lid, and cut this opening in it. Initially I had this part just bent up and sticking out, but it made it to where they didn't quite want to feed in there as much, so I cut that off, and it's made a big difference in them wanting to actually get in there and eat. I've noticed a lot less waste. It was one of the big reasons that was looking at this to begin with, is the store-bought feeders that we got had a tremendous amount of waste. They were, you know, digging it out, pecking it out, and I've not noticed that so much with this. So I'm very happy with that. And I can put a full 50-pound bag that doesn't even fill this up. I can put a full 50-pound bag in there. And I'm trying to remember how long ago it was that I filled it up for the test run, and I'm waiting for it to empty out. I am thinking of, instead of the plywood, I'm thinking of putting a piece of metal in there for the feed to slide down, the baffle, if you want to call it. But I don't know. I think it's actually worked pretty nicely. So I may just leave it like it is. We'll see. Because we have laying hens, we want to make sure that we have oyster shells available to them at all times now. And the other one is grit. Because they have to have grit to be able to process grinding in their craw. That works pretty good. So last year there was an ad in the marketplace. Someone had some white PVC deck railing and fencing and stuff that they were getting rid of, and so I went and picked it up, and I knew I had reasons for repurposing at that time, and so I added this to the steps to make it a little easier to have something to hold on to going in and out. And it's not perfect, but
Well, when the steps are icy this winter or have snow on it, or you're carrying a basket of eggs, because we're now getting 2 to 3 eggs a day. So that will be good. Great job, honey.
thank you. All right, that's all for now, folks. We'll see you next week.